there, welcome to the garden. Look at all that beautiful corn that we've already got growing in the container garden. Something about container corn just makes me so happy. I don't know what it is. I absolutely love it. So of course, what am I doing this morning? I'm planting more. I've got this really fun like window box container here that I'm gonna be planting up with corn and some beans, and then I also might do a couple other little containers of corn because I just love it. And I don't know why. It was one of the first things that I started growing in my garden when I very first started having a container garden. It was like one of those first things that I decided to really take a leap of faith, try something different, try something a little strange, and I threw some into some containers, and then it grew, and it was a really exciting moment, especially in obviously I named this the Reckless Garden, so pushing limits, trying different things. And although I didn't get corn to harvest, I got these beautiful plants that produced little stalks, and I used them for decoration, and I just loved it, and it was really a very foundational plant in my reckless gardening journey. So we are doing some more corn growing today. Now I picked one of my favorite varieties of corn and then a new variety to me that actually has a really terrible name, but let me show you. Okay, so we've got the broom corn. So this is the mixed colors. This is a sorghum broom corn, and I still haven't done a full deep dive into it, but this is actually a slightly smaller corn. So it only gets to be about 12 to 24 inches tall. So as far as growing a corn in a container, it's kind of perfect because it is just a little bit smaller. So typically the big corn won't get to its full size in a container, but this this is going to be cute. It's almost like a little decorative grass, but it's very interesting. Should be about 100 to 110 days, and you can actually use if you harvest the grains, you can use them for all kinds of things, but I'm just going to be doing this for decoration. And I think it'll be really pretty. They do get these really big, beautiful tassels at the top, which are just gorgeous. So in general, corn gets that, that nice tassel at the top. I'm sure it's part of the pollination system. But when you have the broom corn, it's like all concentrated. So you don't get the cobs on the side, but you get this big, big floof at the top. And I guess, that's what they make brooms out of. Broom corn. There you go. That's the name. So it's pretty neat. And then you can also, you can also eat the grains if you want to. Again, I'm just doing this for decorative purposes. I've never really become I've never grown corn for eating. Someday. All right. So then the next one is the one that the name of this corn is just, I don't know. So this is Bloody Butcher corn. So perfect for Halloween, I guess. But the reason it gets this name is that the cobs are actually a really beautiful red. So if we do get any cobs of any kind of size, I probably will dry them and use them for fall decoration. I think that would be really, really cool. But they're just a nice, pretty kind of classic corn, and then has the big, beautiful red corn cobs. And I have a nice big packet here and lots of seeds. So I'm gonna plant them. The Bloody Butcher, I don't know why that name bugs me, but anyways, I'm gonna plant that one in this window box. So this is like a 3-foot window box planter. It's actually self-watering, and I just filled it up with potting soil, and so we're just gonna plant directly into that. Now, of course, the corn is gonna get nice and tall. We're not gonna have anything low. So I thought what I would do is I have all these dragon tongue bush bean seeds, and I thought I would just do a row of bush beans along the front, just for adding like something in the bottom. Hopefully it won't take away from the corn. Corn and beans both grow pretty quickly. They're pretty big seedlings, and they grow pretty fast. So as far as matching our seedling sizes and shapes, I think it'll be good. I think they'll both be pretty robust, and they'll grow pretty well. I've tried beans, which I've had great luck growing beans in containers. Every time I've ever grown them in containers, they've done beautifully. And this last container that I did, it completely, I don't know if it was the soil. I was fertilizing it, but I don't know. The zinnias and the beans that I grew in that container did terribly. And so I ended up throwing that container out, which I hardly ever do, especially this early in the season, but it was not working. So I thought, it would be nice be nice to have another container with some beans, you know, just for a snack. And the dragon tongue bush beans are fun because they look kind of cool. So I thought, you know, the girls would get a kick out of that. Like if you have a kid's garden, especially just the name, the dragon's tongue, and the look of them, it'd be pretty cool. And just for like a snack and throw into dinners, and you know, a lot of stuff with the girls. I like to just practice like harvesting and eating out of the garden. They've been loving these strawberries. We've been picking a ton of strawberries out here, and they've been really enjoying it. So, you know, I thought, okay, the green beans will be good. Now the green beans are a little shorter crop, so they are gonna mature. Oh gosh, it doesn't say the days to maturity on this, but beans are definitely gonna be a shorter crop. So I'll probably end up cutting them off, pulling them out before the corn is done for the season, and that's fine too. Beans don't create like a super intense root system, so I'm not really worried about them causing a ton of competition, or if I pull them out, even really causing a problem. Although probably what I'll do is just once they're done, cut them off at the base and then let the corn just take off and be beautiful. And the nice thing about this container too is I can always move it. Like once the corn is tall, I could move it to the back of the garden, and it could be part of the backdrop as we get into fall. It could be part of a fall collection of containers like at the back, so it's just the corn sticking up off the top. So there's just kind of endless options as far as how we utilize this container, and the beans being a problem or not being a problem, that should be fine. As far as the broom corn that I have here, I think I'm just gonna grab a couple of like my little 8-inch containers and just plant a couple. And again, they can be part of like a collection of containers. Sometimes when you've got so many little containers grouped together like I do here, it's nice to have a container that just has like one thing that's tall, so you can kind of like stick it in the back and let the corn come up and be part of that display. I'm thinking kind of fall displays because, gosh, 100 days, we're almost to the end of May here, so 100 days will be June, July, August, like right in September range. So that'll be perfect. That'll work out. I think we're right on track. All right, let me just set up the camera, and I'm gonna go ahead and plant the Bloody Butcher corn and the Dragon Tongue bush beans. It's like a very intense sounding container. Sounds like, I don't know, Middle Ages or something. Anyways, if you have little boys, that might be a fun container combination. And then I'll get out a couple containers. We'll find some containers to do the broom corn in. Going to make 2 little furrows and then just plant my corn a couple inches apart. I just have to show you how pretty. Look at these corn kernels. They're the most beautiful red, so that's why that has the name. And I'm sure a whole ear of this corn is just gorgeous. And then the beans are beautiful too. It's like a really pretty, look at all those seeds. How gorgeous is that? Oh my gosh, I was just planting them and I couldn't believe at the beauty of it. It's just so pretty. So stunning. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in the garden shed here, and I haven't used up all my containers yet. Still got some. So I got this one that's like probably 6 inches across, and it's a little shallow. But corn, here's another one. I think it's about the same size. Everything is still wrapped up in all the paper from packing, but yeah, everything is these are the same size, I think. Perfect. They're a little shallow, but that won't be an issue for the corn. Corn roots aren't like super, super deep. They're certainly not gonna put down a tap root or anything really, really intense like that. Now, the last time that I planted up this window box with seeds, all the seeds got eaten, or I should say corn especially. All the corn seeds got eaten by little chipmunks and squirrels. I had too much of an issue with them in this garden, but I'm not gonna take any risks. So I actually have these chicken wire cloches that I got from Gardener Supply, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab a couple of those to put over all of our corn containers, just to make sure that no little, critters are tempted, because corn seeds are just about like, if you're a squirrel or a chipmunk, that's like the best thing. Oh no, it doesn't quite fit. Well, that'll at least keep, we do have some crows around here, so that'll at least sort of keep some things out. Okay, now let me get my soil and my pots. Okay, let's put a little broom corn. Let's see how many broom corn seeds. As you can see, they're small. They're not like the big corn kernels. So but they do get, it still grows a big corn plant. So don't be deceived size-wise. I'm gonna put a few in here, but I'm gonna try to be careful and not put too many, because you see that little seed and you don't think huge stalk of corn, but obviously it's gonna be pretty big. We'll put a few. I guess it's gonna be a 20-inch plant, so yeah, that should be good. All right, there we go. Beautiful. Lovely. I'm gonna find a spot. At this point, they just need to be front and center so I don't forget to water them. And grab this little cloche. These are handy. They don't keep chipmunks out. The holes are too big, but if you have squirrel problem, they actually do work. Not if you leave spaces like that. But we're just hoping the squirrels aren't gonna be too wise to that. I'm just gonna put this one over here for now. It's not like the best sun, but I will probably move it once they start coming up, and then we'll get a better sun location. There we go. Oh, I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited to see it actually grow. As I said, the last time I did this project, they got eaten. All the corn got eaten, and it was kind of sad. But I love that long kind of shaped container. It's really fun. Just a bit of a different kind of container for your container garden. It's always nice to have different options. So yeah, I'm going to water the garden now, just water in these containers well. I am trying to keep this area well watered. I did plant some of the, some corn back here. What was it, the jewel? What is it called? Anyways, planted some of that back there too. So I'm just kind of keep everything watered. And of course I keep just adding containers, but I can't stop. It's too much fun. There's too many seeds to plant. All right, well, I will keep you posted as always throughout the season on how this is growing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.